Alrighty, everybody. Welcome. Hope everyone is having a wonderful evening here. We're getting ready to get on into another update for y'all. We got a lot of stuff going on here, especially with lake effect snow. We got quite a bit of activity that is popping off here. But we're going to take a second for people to join us. Like I said, it's good to see you guys here. I hope everyone is doing well. So we're basically just going to be going over everything, and the weather here with the next week or so. I mean, anything further than that's pretty much too far out anyway. So we're basically just going to be going over the weather here for the next little bit. That we can kind of let you guys know what we're in for and stuff like that. So, but anyways, guys, good to see y'all. What's up, Kimmel? Good to see ya. Say hello, Andrew. What's up? What's up, Haley? Good to see you as well. Of course, everybody else who is joining here. If you're not chatting, what's up, y'all? Good to see you guys. Anyways, let me bring up my radar here. Actually, we'll go ahead and fill in this other panel here. So we do have a bit of lake effect snow continuing on. Let's actually hop to radar for a minute. We're gonna take a look at this here. So if we hop up by like Cleveland area, take a look at the radar here. You can see we do have a bit of lake effect snow going on here. A lot of it is going to be for like western New York State. We're going to be having a lot of lake effect out here. We're talking like feet worth of snowfall, which, I mean, you can already see some of these bands here. So here's Buffalo. This is where Buffalo, New York is at right here. And you can see to the south, we have this line of snow out here by areas like Jamestown, Mayville. What's up, Robin? Good to see you. Let's see. Okay, I live in the lower southeast corner of Michigan, where it's green on my screen. Southeast Michigan. The only thing you guys got is a special weather statement here. It says light snow will move across the area late this evening. Here, let me bring it over here. Across this evening, accumulation from a dusting to less than 1 inch expected. So this is for southeastern Michigan here. So we're not expecting much, but temperature is going to be cold. It's going to be a really cold night tonight. Really cold night. We do have some special weather statements in effect for a lot of the Ohio Valley, basically just talking about, the cold and maybe some snow here and there could be a possibility. But like I said, some of the heaviest of this is going to be out towards like, New York State here, south of Buffalo. Out here by like Jamestown and areas up by Dunkirk, Westfield, and far western New York State suggest that, like I said, we could see 1 to 3 foot of snow. That is a ridiculous amount of snowfall. That is just absurd. That's just too much snow. And of course, we're going to have some winds here associated with this too, and it's going to allow for, some pileups and some snow to blow around, and you'll have some locally higher amounts. Of course, it's not going to all be flat 1 to 3, or not going to be all flat 1 to 3 feet. You're going to have some that's going to be pushed up against some areas and making it actually deeper. So this is the type of snow that you could get snowed in with. Let's see here. Kimmel says thank you. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Well, yeah, I mean, same thing out there by like Syracuse too. I mean, Syracuse has not as much, I don't think. Let's see, between 5 and 10 inches for them, with wind gusts as high as 35. That's gone down a bit since yesterday because we've gotten some out there. Watertown here. Wow, this one's even higher, 2 to 4 feet. That is ridiculous. So we could see up to 4 foot of snow. And remember, some drifts could even be higher than that. See 40-mile-an-hour winds, concrete blowing and drifting snow, along with whiteout conditions at times here. So, yeah, that is some big-time snow here, some real big concern. So, yeah, a lot of that's for New York. We also have some more snow coming up for the Blue Ridge Appalachian Mountains here. Let's see here. We got ourselves not nearly as much, of course, but we could see a good 4 to 8 inches in some of these areas here coming up. Here, let me bring up the models. We'll take a peek at the models here with you guys, and we'll show you all what we can expect here. Let's see here. I missed you, Angie, my friend. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Doing good. Hopefully you're doing good yourself. So I was looking at HRRR here a little bit. So, like I said, we're just going to have a continuous lake effect snow concern. We have this cold air mass rolling into the country here, which, given that the lakes are still, still relatively warm, um, the really sharp cold air is going to really, kick up a lot of lake effect snow here. So we're going to have a lot of that for the next while. And then, of course, we have like another little clipper system coming through, possibly here for the 31st. So going from pretty much the late 31st, this is New Year's Eve, and then going into New Year's, the snow will kind of work its way up to the northeast here. Which you guys can see the time. It's pretty small. It's in the bottom left there. But yeah, I mean, we're going to get some more snow up there by like the Blue Ridge, the Appalachian Mountains here. So we got to look out for that. There could be some pretty heavy bands included too. Like HRRR does suggest kind of like a really strong squall almost to roll through. Which, I mean, snow squalls can really drop a significant amount of snow in a short period of time. But yeah, that could be something to look out there for as well. That'll be there for New Year's Eve going into New Year's there. But until then, from now until then, I mean, it's going to be a lot of lake effect snow, especially out by like western New York State, like we were talking about here. But like I said here, I mean, we do have quite a bit winter storm warnings in effect here for some of like upper elevations of West Virginia here. It could definitely get a little bit nasty up here. Like I said, total snow accumulations between 4 and 8 inches with wind gusts as high as 45. Snow squall conditions will be possible during the evening and overnight. So really big concern here. Also, I want to mention this. Florida here, we actually have freeze warnings in effect for almost to Tampa. Just above Tampa there, we have freeze warnings in effect. Includes areas like Ocala, just north of Orlando here. Out of sight of Jacksonville, the major cities are a little bit warmer. Cities are a bit warmer. Like Lake City, though, Live Oak, you guys are in that freeze warning activity. It's going to be really cold tonight, so be sure to bundle up. It's going to be really, really cold. What is that? Low water advisory. What? What's that about? Below normal water levels will result in hazardous navigating conditions. Oh. I don't think I've ever seen that. See, out by Port Arthur, there's some there too. Wow. That's crazy. They must have not gotten much rain lately. Let's see here. See, yesterday we had some snow squalls and we had a 54 car pileup on I-75. Whoa. That is not good at all. Goodness. Yeah, I mean, that's no joke, Snow squalls are absolutely no joke at all. Let me see if I can bring up some cameras here. Let's see, New York State. Let me see if I have any 511 cameras, maybe. Oh, here we go. Hopefully there's a map here. Ooh, perfect. Here, let me bring this down to you guys here. Oh my gosh, so bright. All right, let's see here. So I should have some cameras we can look at here. So we do have some ongoing snow here. Current radar has the snow north of Buffalo up like Albion. Is that how you say it? Albion? I'm not good with names, as you guys probably know. Jamestown, Mayville area. So maybe, just maybe, we could pull up some cams here to look and see what we got going on. Here, let's bring you guys back over here real quickly. Oh, that camera looks iffy. I still live in Florida. Yep. Oh yeah, look at the roads here. This is out in western New York State here. Roads look a little iffy. So be careful on the roads here. Here, let's go a little further west. Let's go out by like south of Buffalo. Let's go out by like Dunkirk area maybe. There should be some type of snow going on here. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, some of these cameras are a little outdated. Here, let's go down towards Westfield. I think Westfield's getting some, or there's some nearby, I think. Here we go. Yeah, these are pretty low-res cams. But there's definitely snow on the ground here. So Westfield, yeah, that should be. We should have some snow out by Westfield, according to radar. That's kind of where some of this is at. Ripley, we're pulling up Ripley now. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's snowing here, but there's definitely pockets. Of some low and heavy snowfall going on here. So definitely is snowing pretty good out there. We'll definitely keep an eye out there for you guys here. Also, Michigan here, northern Michigan, we actually have a winter storm warning here. 4 to 8 inches of snow. Locally higher amounts up to 12 inches is possible with it. So, let's see. Also, upper state Michigan too. 48 inches. Locally higher totals in excess of 10 inches possible. And winds gusting as high as 40 miles per hour. Goodness. What's that? Storm warning. Let's see. That's south of Mexico there. Anyways. All right, well, let's hop over here back to models, y'all. We're gonna talk totals. Actually, first we're gonna talk temperatures because tonight's gonna be a pretty cold night with the temps out here. So really got to bundle up for tonight. Let's bring up our 2-meter temperature here. So this is GFS. I'm gonna pull up HRRR since we're kind of in like short range at this point. So I mean, you can see here that this is by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. I mean, look how low those freezing temps get down to. I mean, they go all the way down to almost central Florida. Out here where I'm at, oh my goodness, it's going to be right at freezing, dude. I'm curious to see if my weather station's going to record freezing tonight. Super, super cold. But I mean, that extends all the way through, a lot of the Gulf Coast here, almost towards Louisiana's coast. It's already out there towards Mississippi's coast, Alabama. A lot of Florida's coast is even in the freezing point. Really cold stuff. Really, really cold stuff. Then, of course, in the Northeast here, I mean, it's even colder, of course. Like the upper Northeast up by, like, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. I mean, we're, like, single digits and maybe even locally negatives. It's going to be that cold tonight here. The, majority of the Northeast here, like a lot of Pennsylvania, we're going to talk, like, in the teens and the 20s and stuff. And up there by the Great Lakes here, I mean, we're in the 20s too. So definitely going to be very, very, very chilly tonight. Then more up towards like the Ohio Valley and whatnot. Ohio, we're going to be talking mostly lower to mid 20s for the most part. Also really cold up by like Minnesota here. Like negatives potentially. So it's going to be a real cold night. A really, really cold night here. But anyway, so that's that. I mean, you can just see this as we approach our way also into, the morning of January 1st, okay? So as we approach then, you can actually see just how cold it's going to get up north. I mean, Minnesota, we're probably going to be like well in the negatives here. Maybe even locally like negative 20 or so. Could be really cold. Really, really cold out here. Now, in terms, here, let's hop back over here to snow totals and stuff. We'll bring you guys back over there. Total snowfall. So, I mean, we're just going to continuously be accumulating snow up there by, like, western New York State there. Once again, we're getting a lot up there for, like, extreme southwestern New York State, out by, like, Jamestown and, Dunkirk area. We're going to be getting quite a bit. Like I said, the Hurricane Center. The Weather Service has 1 to 3 foot out there for some of these regions here, and far southwestern New York State. And they do say that it includes portions of or cities of Warsaw, Jamestown, Olean, Orchard Park, and Springville. So in effect until 1 a.m. Friday, heavy snow expected. Total snow accumulations of 1 to 3 foot. Wyoming, Chautauqua, is that how you say that? I don't know. Cattaraugus in southern Erie counties. I tried. I don't know if I said those right or not. I mean, probably not, knowing me. Let's see. Whiteout conditions expected to continue into Wednesday. Make travels treacherous. Like Expect snow. Expect to oscillate back north and east of Lake Erie tonight. So yeah, a lot of that's really the biggest problem that's going on here right now. Here, let's look at the risk for severe weather. I don't think we have anything going on here. Let me turn off warnings for a minute and stuff. So nothing today. Tomorrow, we do actually have a thunderstorm threat out by LA. Los Angeles, San Diego even. Just a general thunderstorm risk here. Isolated thunderstorms possible during the early morning of New Year's Day across coastal Southern California. And then day 3, that continues actually in towards Arizona, out by like Phoenix. So that is something that we'll keep an eye on, but it really wouldn't be anything significant or anything severe anyway. So at least in that realm, there is nothing really severe going on, which is really good. You know, severe thunderstorm wise, which I'm really thankful for. Don't want any of that mess. Now, in the future, so obviously we have our lake effect concern up right now in the Northeast and like the Ohio Valley, but in the future, as we approach our way in here to, you know, kind of early January, this is showing right around like January 3rd. I mean, once again, just continuous bombardment of moisture in the west here. I mean, a lot of that's really going to start here for January 1st here. I mean, the west is just going to continuously get even more precipitation like they need it right now. You know, a lot more upper level snowfall, a lot more lower level rain and flooding and stuff like that will be a concern, I mean, throughout a lot of early January. But honestly, I mean, for a lot of the main country, you know, a lot of the plains, a lot of the Ohio Valley, the southeast and northeast, really not much storm activity here. I mean, we do have a little disturbance driving some rain here for the southeast here on right around January 2nd, January 3rd. You know, a little bit of rain possible. But, you know, any big systems, I mean, other than the lake effect snow, not really. But like I said, it's a different story for the west, though. I mean, the west is going to just keep on getting that atmospheric river there. But, I mean, other than that, things are a little bit calm here. I mean, I wouldn't call it calm, you know, given the lake effect snow that we have and stuff like that right now. So that's, of course, a bit of an issue. Let's hop over to Euro here. Here's the ECMWF here. Hopefully we can pull up precipitation type here. Let's see, precipitation type. Here we go. So this is Euro, by the way, y'all. 18 UTC. Hopefully it'll load. Maybe not. All right, let's try GFS here. Euro, global, and GFS. Maybe it's just the model. We'll do model precipitation, and here we go. Precipitation type. There we go. Yeah, I mean, we were just looking at GFS though, but you know, like I said, out west, a lot of precipitation. You know, just I mean, day after day, rain and snow. I mean, upper elevations, a lot of snow. Lower elevations, a lot of rain. So you can just kind of see we're just going to have this stalling low pressure out west, which is just feeding in a bunch of moisture. Like I said, the lake effect snow thing too. But I mean, other than that, I mean, really the main problem in the you know, the now essentially, is all this snow and all this cold air. Like I said, the northeast lake effect snow that we have going on. That's the biggest concern right now. And of course, you know, the cold air, it's going to be pretty chilly. You know, really getting far down. Like I said, we have freeze warnings all the way down to central Florida tonight, so it's going to be really cold. But I mean, yeah, the other thing only than that, or other thing other than that, I should say, is you know, of course, that atmospheric river there that we have coming up here for pretty much the beginning of the year. You know, the start of the year. It's going to be January 1st to, you know, at least January 5th or so. That we're just going to be seeing a lot more rain coming through. which is not really good. Yeah, we do have winter storm watches in effect for some of Upper California here. Accumulations are uncertain at this time, but may range between 1 to 3 foot. Wow. Haley says on January 7th, we're going to have our first tornado siren test here in Missouri. Nice. Very cool. But yeah, let's see. What's this? Freeze warning all the way down by New Orleans. This is west of New Orleans, by the way. This is up by Homa. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a really cold night tonight. Really cold. Like, no thank you. Here, let me bring up the models over here, actually. We'll pull it up over here. HRRR, temperature. Let me get rid of these warnings and stuff, too. Here, let's bring this up. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys where these freezing temps end. I mean, like I said, they go all the way down to Central Florida here, which is just wild. Here we go. All right, so let's play this down in time here. So this right here. Oops, hold on. I had it there for a second. There we go. So this is tomorrow morning. Why does it keep... All right, so here's for tomorrow morning. Some of the coldest temperatures here. I mean, out by like Central Florida here, I mean, we're talking, I mean, lower 30s here. I mean, all along the coast here, you know, the Gulf Coast of Mississippi, Gulf Coast of Alabama, Florida, and I mean, even Texas in some areas here, you know, getting right there towards freezing temps right at the coast. But, you know, then of course you have the really cold stuff up north, like in Maine. Tonight we could be like well in the negatives here. Really, really, really cold. Also like northern New York State here. In the northern plains, I mean, we're like single digits to almost negatives. But it's going to be even colder tomorrow. Yeah, look at this. Really, really cold air coming in here. This is for the 1st, actually. So right there, right in the morning time, you can see the temps here. We're going to be super, super cold. This is why I don't want to live in Minnesota. I don't know how you guys can deal with it up there. It is way too cold. Way too cold. I mean, sometimes, I mean, your cars even have a hard time starting in temperatures like that, especially diesels. They have a really hard time starting in temps like that. So, you know, and sometimes like you know, in those trucks and stuff, you know, you can have like the diesel kind of gel up, which makes it like hard to keep it going. So yeah. Anyways, really cold stuff. Really, really cold stuff. So just be prepared for that. I mean, other than that, and all the lake effect snow that we have going on here, I mean, that's really about it. Really about it. But and if any of you guys have any questions, go ahead and throw them down in the comments. You know, if y'all have any questions about the weather, if you want me to take a look at your area, just throw down a zip code or whatever, and I'll look at it for you guys. But I mean, other than that, I mean, we pretty much went over everything we really need to tonight. You know, just wanted to touch up on a few things with you guys and just kind of update y'all with what's going on. But I mean, once again, main thing, a lot of lake effect snow for the Northeast we got to look out for, especially out by western New York State, northwestern Pennsylvania, bits of Michigan here. We got to keep an eye out there for that. Then for a lot of people, the cold air tonight, it's going to be really, really cold tonight. So be sure to bundle up because it's going to be ridiculously cold. And then, of course, the West is starting to have some problems here. You know, starting pretty much January 1st until the 5th. We're going to get a lot of moisture rolling in, a lot of upper level snow, a lot of lower level flooding potential, stuff like that. So we got to look out for that too. And I mean, other than that, there's really not any big significant storms expected for, you know, the central country, the eastern country. We do have that little disturbance, that little low that rolls through the southeast here. You know, driving some rain here. I think that was on the 2nd. I'm pretty sure. So we'll definitely look out for that. But I mean, other than that, it's gonna be pretty all right. I mean, we have no severe weather coming in. Obviously, the tropics are done at this point. which we had a really not so active hurricane season this year, which I'm very thankful for. What's up, Free Thinking? Good to see ya. But anyways, guys, I mean, if there's any zip codes or anything like that you want me to pull up just to look at the weather for you, I'll be more than happy to. Dude, I mean, look at that blast of cold air. Can I check on Missouri? Yeah, you're up by Kansas City, right? So you're over in this area. Okay. So, I mean, we don't really have anything precipitation-wise coming in. I mean, we just have a lot of cold air coming in here. I mean, tonight, tomorrow morning, we're going to be in the, probably the upper 20s or so. Then, of course, we have even more colder air coming down here. This is going to be for the 1st. Just a bit of cold air. I mean, that's really all you're going to be seeing here. I mean, there's really not anything other than that expected here. If we bring up the precip type here, looking at all the future snow and stuff like that, you can see the Ohio Valley. We're going to be getting a bit of snow and stuff. We got some snow coming down and everything, but for the plains and the Midwest where you're at, not really going to be seeing anything. What's up, Kim? Good to see you. Saying, hey, Andrew, good to see you back again. It's about 25 degrees Fahrenheit here, or... Whoa, that is really cold. See, I'm bundled up in bed. I bet. I would be, too. I would be frozen completely. But, yeah, it's rough. It's rough. And tonight's going to be one of the coldest nights in the near future, so be sure to bundle up tonight. And then if you go to work tomorrow, I think everybody's still out of school at this point. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure if it's the same for everybody. But, if you have school or anything like that, just be sure to bundle up. Because it's going to be really, really, really cold in the morning here. But like I said, guys, if y'all have any zip code forecasts you want me to do or anything like that, let me know. I'm just surprised. I mean, it's cold whenever Central Florida gets to freezing tonight. I mean, that's like, I'm not looking forward to this, dude. You guys might think that 33, degrees is 32 degrees is, not that cold. But for us who lives down here, we get used to the warmer temperatures. So this feels even colder for us. It's like your guys' version of like the 10s and the 20s, You're welcome, Haley. Kim says we could get snow between Friday and Monday. I'd rather have snow than freezing temps. See, I'm in Scotland, remember? And okay. See, I'd rather have snow than freezing temps. Yeah, me too. Here's my take on this. I love snow. It's pretty. I love it. It's cool to watch, as long as I'm inside and in the warm. Because snow itself is just too cold. Way too cold. 32 Fahrenheit's around 0 Celsius. Yeah, so 0 Celsius, 32 F, and 100 Fahrenheit is, 100 Celsius is 212, which is boiling. Celsius kind of makes the most sense if you think about it. I mean, 0 being freezing line, 100 being boiling, for water. Which, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Absolutely. But all right, everybody. Well, like I said, we pretty much already went over everything we need to. I mean, there's really nothing more going on. I mean, I'll do a quick little recap once again if you're just tuning in. If you guys want me to do any personalized zip code forecast, just throw down your zip code. I'll let you guys know what you're in for today or anytime soon, really. But like I said, I mean, really the main thing is that we have, of course, the lake effect snow for portions of like New York State, Michigan. We still got to look out for that. And then, of course, we do have ourselves... a lot of that cold air coming down tonight, really far down into the south here. So that's something you need to bundle up for tonight. And then, of course, lastly, the west is getting ready to get battered again with even more precipitation. Starting early January, it's going to be going all throughout early January. It's going to be a lot of rain, a lot of snow for those upper elevations and stuff like that. So, anyways. Let's see. Kim says, preach. Love to watch snow falling, but I hate the slushy mess it makes. Yeah. As long as you're inside watching it from afar, it's beautiful. But if you're out in it, it's, no thanks. All right. What's up, GS? Good to see ya. See, this is MP. YouTube changed my username. Don't know why. Oh, well, it's good to see you, dude. Hope you do well. And, you got your zip code? I got you. Let me pull this up for ya. Okay, so you're up here. You're probably going to be involved in some snow, maybe. Well, definitely cold air. Definitely cold air. Yeah, tonight we could be reaching down into possibly the negatives out here. Really cold. I mean, we're having a high of like 15 tomorrow. How do you do with that? That's like way too cold. Then, of course, for the morning of the 1st, we're going to be having like possibly in the negative 10s, maybe. Really, really cold for you. Now, let me bring up the snowfall here. Let's bring up the total snowfall. Let me bring up your zip code again. I think it knocked me off course a little bit. Okay, so you're over here. Got it. So you are going to be probably seeing a little bit of snow. We'll give it a second to load here. There we go. Yeah, you're not going to be an absurd amount of snow like some of the areas west of you. I mean, they're going to be seeing like ridiculous numbers of snow. But you, honestly, yeah, you're going to be pretty good. I mean, you could see a couple of inches of snowfall. I mean, some of it could turn your way. But honestly, the main thing for you is just those really cold temps, which no, thank you. Really, really chilly. But MP, if there's anything specifically you want me to look at, let me know. Whoa, dude. What's going on up here? Oh, this is up in Canada. Look at these numbers. Ugh. No, thank you. Yeah, I mean, even northern Michigan's going to be getting quite a bit of snow, too. That's what I was saying. It's not just western New York State. It's also like northern Michigan and stuff, too. So, everything it says, can I check for you real quick? Yeah, of course. I got you. Let me pull you up real quickly. So this is up in Massachusetts. Okay, so you, my friend, we do have a little bit of snow possibly coming through. So this is going to be, I believe, so this is right around the 1st. The 1st of January, we could see a little bit of snowfall. Now, temperature-wise, ooh, no thank you. Really cold stuff. Yeah, temps are going to be tonight in probably the mid to upper teens. And then tomorrow night could get down even into the lower teens, which is really cold. Really, really cold. Let's see here. Kim says the yellow and reds are really bad snow. Yeah, they are. That's where we're seeing like crazy totals. Otherwise, way too much snow, yes. But anyways, yeah, for areas up like by Massachusetts and stuff, here, let me bring up the precip type here. I'll show you guys. So we have a little clipper system kind of coming through too for the 1st. As you can kind of see. I mean, we have a lot of the lake effect snow. That's just because of the cold air mass coming through, rolling over the warm Great Lakes. But then, of course, yeah, we approach our way into the 31st, going into the 1st. You can see that we do have a lot of, a lot of snow starting to come down here into the Ohio Valley, like areas like, Ohio, possibly Indiana, West Virginia. They already do have winter storm warnings up there for the upper elevations and stuff. So, a purple squiggly line coming across the North Atlantic. What? The purple squiggly line? What purple squiggly line? This? Here? These are gale warnings? I don't know if that's what you're talking about or not. Oh, maybe this, maybe? I don't know. I don't know why I picked out that you're talking about the Mid-Atlantic for a minute, and it just hit me that you're talking about the North Atlantic. Like, wait a minute. Free Thinking says, thank you. Yeah. You're very welcome. Samuel says, hey, NWW6, Happy New Year's 2026. Yo. Yeah, you too, dude. You as well. I'll probably stream during New Year's. So, like, we've done this for, like, it's a tradition on the channel. At this point, I mean, like, the last, like, 3 years, we've done New Year's streams that we stream from the night into. So, I'm probably going to do that again this year, more than likely. Kim says, is it the GFS? This is HRRR. Yeah, this is the HRRR model. That's why it's high res. GFS is like really low res. Look at the differences. So that was HRRR. Now look at the GFS here. Look how like much lower resolution it is. It's actually a new model to come through here. Let's wait. Am I on the GFS? Why is it? Ah, yeah, we have the 0 UTC coming through. What's up, my dad? Good to see ya. What's up, Raven? But yeah, look how much lower the GFS is, like resolution wise. It's that's what we call it, a long range model. GFS goes out far in advance, which isn't very high of resolution per se. And then you got like models like the HRRR we were just looking at, which is like short term, which is like now essentially, or near future, I should say. But yeah, I mean, like I said, y'all. I mean, the main thing is, y'all, is what we got to look out for is lake effect snow. Once again, south of Buffalo here, we do have this winter storm warning here, where we could see 1 to 3 foot worth of snow. Then, of course, out there by like Watertown, look at this, 2 to 4 feet out here. And of course, we do also have 40-mile-an-hour winds, so you could even have some higher drifts above 4 foot. If we do get that amount of snowfall, the drifting snow is another thing we got to look into. And I mean, this is just going to continue for the next couple of days here. What's up, Weston? Good to see you. So yeah, maybe the other model that showed the big pattern. Can't remember what it's called. Gotcha. But yeah, and then of course, we also got to watch the West too for my Western friends. I know a lot of you folks out here gotta keep an eye out there for the weather here too. Here, let me bring up for this. I'm gonna bring up GFS since it's farther range. So let's do that. Let's hop over to the American GFS model, and then we'll hit play here. Just play that. So yeah, you guys can see. Actually, let's hop back down to 18 Zulu. Yeah, the new model run's coming through. But anyway, so for pretty much the 31st tomorrow, you can see we're going to have a bit of precipitation roll through, some upper level snow, some lower level rainfall. So that's for the first, for the 31st. Then going into the first, once again, a lot more upper level snow, lower level rainfall. I mean, it's just going to continue to batter precipitation across the west here for, a lot of late this month. A lot of 31st pretty much starting tomorrow, and through early January. I mean, it's going to be multiple days worth. What's up, last month? Good to see you. 12 Zulu is showing 6 inches of ice. What? 6 inches of ice? That had to have been like extended range, like way beyond. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, though. That's wild. That's actually crazy. Yeah, I mean, like I said, other than the lake effect and the cold air, and also the west getting a lot of precipitation coming up, for the mainland the west is considered mainland U.S., but for the central eastern part of the country, here, let's hop back over here. Like, for these regions, it's going to be pretty bland from what it looks like. Like, I mean, you can see we do have a little disturbance of rain for the southeast coming up here for pretty much the second. Could drive maybe a little bit of rain, nothing big, just a little low. But, I mean, at this point in time, and we're starting to get pretty far down. I mean, this is 200 hours out, which is way beyond what I like to look at. I only pay attention to about 0 to 150, sometimes 180 hours out, and if there's a lot of agreement in the models. But I mean, this is 240 hours out, which is beyond too far to look. But at least for the next while, it looks like we're gonna be pretty calm here. Let's see, it was showing like 280 hours out, but would have been a run for history books. Yeah, if it happened. Yeah, 280 is too far. Like I said, as far as I go is 180. If there's a lot of agreement, I'm very careful on the hours I choose because, as a lot of you guys know, the further you look out, the more scrambled the models get. Um, it's like a domino effect. You know, everything looks good at first, and then you have one small thing that's wrong, and then that is a chain reaction to make the rest of the model run wrong, if that makes sense. So, um, see, 6 inches of ice, 40 inches of snow, and 15 inches of pure sleet. That's crazy. Arkansas, Texas, and Oklahoma. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, PDS stands for particularly dangerous situation. It stands for please don't scream. No, it's particularly dangerous situation. I came up with please don't scream. I take all the credit for that one. Tamara, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. But anyways, guys, well, if y'all have any questions, if there's any more, if there's any zip codes you guys want me to look at here, I could show you guys the warnings or anything like that for your all's area. Like I said, right now we got a couple of things going on: cold air, lake effect snow, the west getting battered. But for a lot of the here, let me bring up the pen here. Where is the? I forgot where the pen is on this thing. I do have this pen I could use. So I should probably shift the screen back over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. So for a lot of like these part of the country, I mean it's going to be pretty dry or pretty bleh for the next several days. Let's see. Just want snow in Oklahoma. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I mean I hate to break it to you, but I don't think we're going to have anything out there anytime soon. Just the way the models are at right now, and the weather pattern we're in at the current moment. The weather pattern we're in right now is a lot of precip out west, not much for central south. Of course, like the Ohio Valley, Great Lakes region. Cold air masses coming down over the warm Great Lakes will kick off some snow. But all right, but Dad, I got you. Let me pull up your zip code here. So you're up in Ohio. Actually, you're in a special weather statement here. Let's see what they say. They say light snow can occur overnight, leading to accumulations of 1 inch or less. So you could get a little bit of snow, but not much. It actually looks like we might have some snow out there now. Check out your window. It might be snowing. Maybe. Some of this could be clutter too. Sorry you got on here late. No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I kind of went live here at the spare of the moment type of thing. It was kind of last minute. I went live. But yeah, it could be snowing out there now from the way the radar is looking. Like I said, some of that could be contaminant or clutter, I should say. But anyways, yeah, I mean, an inch or less is possible tonight. I think a lot of things that you got to look out for too is the cold air. It's going to be chilly. Here, let's bring up more models again. Do that. Temperatures. Yeah. Oh, you know what? We're on GFS. Let's go back up to HRRR. The HER model. Yeah, this is GFS. It's still rendered GFS somehow. Why is it saying the HRRR is GFS here? Hold on, let me try to fix this here. All right, we'll do HRRR. There we go. Flurries. Yeah, way too cold, definitely. Hoping by the mid in January we see at least one system that brings an inch or two. You never know. I mean, like I said, a lot of the heavy snow is likely still ahead of us. January, February is like the most snowy months of the year. I mean, we're still in December here, so we're getting there. We're getting there. I mean, we literally just became winter like last week. So, I mean, we still got a lot of it ahead of us. It's 24. Ew. No. That's way too cold. Let me see what it is here. Yeah, I mean, even here in Florida, it's 46 here in Central Florida where I'm at. And it's supposed to get up to or down to, I should say, 33 tonight. No thanks. See, that's the big squiggly purple line. What, this? I think the stream's delayed a little bit, so I missed out on what you're talking about. But yeah, really, really cold stuff. Keep your fingers crossed here in Oklahoma with the unfavorable pattern. Yeah. Well, anytime soon, Oklahoma's not going to really be seeing much here. Here, let me bring this down here for you guys. Maybe I'll do that. So, I mean, like I said, here's the extended range. I mean, we do have the lake effect up north by the Ohio Valley, Great Lakes. For later this month, or really the next couple of days here. Then rolling out by the 1st. Then, of course, we have another little disturbance here, rolling across the south. No snow, just a bit of rainfall potentially. Then, of course, out west, that's where we're just going to keep on seeing more and more rain after rain. Lower elevations, flooding concern, upper elevations, heavy snow concern. So it's both for both of those areas. But, I mean, at this point, we're plus 200 hours out here, and still, I mean, there really hasn't been much activity in the central U.S., central Ohio Valley, plains, Midwest, Southeast, Northeast. Yeah, I mean, Northeast in the short range has a bit of activity, but it gets pretty calm. It does, which is good. I mean, for some of us, anyways. Some of us need some precip. Like where I'm at, I mean, we need some pretty good rain because it's been pretty dry here. Matter of fact, the county I'm in Florida, they actually put firework bans because of how dry it is. Because of the fact that fireworks can start fires and stuff like that, which is unfortunate because I love fireworks, but I get it because it's just, it can become a big problem real quick. So y'all can keep the super cold and heavy snow across the area. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Kim, you can even keep that temperature. That's just too cold. No, thank you. I mean, it's sad whenever I say 50 degrees is cold to me anymore. Because I grew up in Virginia. I was there most of my life. So I've been used to the cold. But now that I live in Florida, it's like I've acclimated to the weather down here. I'm so used to it now. And it's like even down in the 60s sometimes it's cold for me. It's like, ugh. But anyways, folks. Anyways. But if you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. Like I said, we're here for you. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. It'll be greatly appreciated. That way you guys can stay on top of the weather here. But yeah, we'll keep you guys in the loop with everything here. Hoping to get back in the grind of doing a lot more YouTube and stuff like that. Like I said, there's just been so much going on here lately. Remodeling. They're starting demolition tomorrow, so that's going to be fun. Let's see, here in Northeast Oklahoma, it's been our second driest December on record, having 0.01 inches of precipitation that fell. Goodness. Yeah, let me actually pull up the drought monitor, actually. Let's do that real quick. That's something we haven't looked at in a while. Wow. It's kind of scattered all over the place, huh? You got some of the Mid-Atlantic, some of the Ohio Valley, some of the Northeast. Let me turn down my mic a little bit. It seemed like it was like topping out there. I apologize. I need to find my topper for the mic anyways. I don't know what I did with it. Over by me, Florida is really dry, especially Tallahassee. Yeah, it's like polka dots. I mean, it's just dry in some spots, dry in not as dry in others. California, they've been seeing so much rainfall lately that pretty much the entire state is not dry anymore. As a matter of fact, they're oversaturated in a lot of places. So, and it's not going to help with the weather that's coming up next too. They're going to be dealing with a lot more precip. A lot more lower level rain and upper level snow and stuff like that. It's just. See, the upper 60s is either too hot or just right for me. Really? See, that's where it becomes, for me, upper 60s is where it becomes nice. and like 80s is like perfect for me anymore. That's weird. That's weird. It's crazy. Like, you know, two different areas of the world, how, you know, how you adapt to the weather around you. It's crazy. It really is. But Weston, I mean, hopefully you'll get some more rain here soon. I hope that for a lot of us, actually. I mean, literally, look at this. The entire state of Florida right now is all dry, all of it, except for oh, that's water, actually. Yeah, I mean, pretty much all of Florida is in at least abnormally dry. So, Kim, yeah. What's up, D? Good to see ya. Saying evening from California. Hello. Good evening from Florida. Quite far away. But yeah, no, it does kind of look like a pizza, doesn't it? Like cheese and pepperoni. Man, you're making me hungry now. Let's see. It's been all over the place for temperatures in Oklahoma lately. It snowed one day, and the next day it was 60s. Yeah, especially these cold fronts. They'll do that because, you know, you get a low, and then you get the warm air advection, the warm air coming up from the south, and then you get the cold air coming back down from up north. So it's like you get the warm spell first, and then you get the cold air behind it, and then sometimes right after you can get more warm air building in. So it's like, yeah, it could do that. It could definitely do that. But anyways, folks, well, if there's any zip codes, forecasts that you guys want me to do, or any questions you guys might have, just feel free to throw it down in the chat. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out here. And once again, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I'm not going to hold you to it, but if you could, it would be greatly appreciated. And maybe leave a like here as well. See, the 80s is crippling. We had 81 in June, and weather advisory, stay indoors. At 81, is that Fahrenheit? It has to be. If it's 81 Celsius, yeah, you wouldn't even. Nobody could even survive at 81 Celsius. So I'm just, yeah, definitely Fahrenheit. Okay, I kind of answered my own question there. Yeah, that's too. That 80s is perfect for me. It used to be a little warm for me up north, but since I moved down to Florida, 80s is good for me. Like 70s is where it was good. So I'm not going to waste your time unless you want my zip code. No, I mean, you're good. I mean, if you know what you're getting, then you're good. And plus, I think you said you're in Oklahoma, right? So we already know there's not really much going on out there. But anyways. But yeah, tomorrow will be... actually, you know what? Tomorrow we're going to do our New Year's stream. So like I was saying, it's been a tradition on the channel for like the last 3 years where we stream New Year's Eve into New Year's. So we're going to do that tomorrow. So be sure you guys stop by if you want to. I mean, I know a lot of you guys probably have stuff going on with your family or whatever. I get that. But if you want to stop by, just remember tomorrow night, we're going to stream from New Year's Eve into New Year's. Okay? Let's see here. Samuel... Let me pull up your area here. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, Mississippi's not really going to see any precip or anything like that anytime soon. Looks like it's going to be pretty dry. Pretty cold, though. Pretty cold. It's going to be freezing. Let's see. I feel like it was just New Year's 24. I agree. It's crazy, huh? This year went by way too fast. Way too fast. But, all right, everybody. Well, I guess that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for now. Just want to go ahead and say, everybody, thank you all for joining. Thank you for stopping by. If you guys did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. And, yeah, we'll catch you guys tomorrow for some more updates on the weather. Like I said, once again, kind of the main thing right now, lake effect snow up north, some cold air coming down tonight, and out west we're going to be dealing with a lot of precipitation coming up. So, got to keep an eye out there for that. But yeah, other than that, everybody, I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. But like I said, we'll be here tomorrow night, so be sure to stop by if you can. That way we can do our New Year's thing. And all right, everybody, thanks for joining. You guys, appreciate y'all stopping by. And I know I hate saying this over and over, but if you guys could consider leaving a like on the way out, hitting that subscribe button if you're new, much appreciated. But all right, everybody, thanks for joining. We'll see you guys later on. Peace out, my friends. See ya in the next one.